how important was it for you all to get pressure at the line of scrimmage to kind of control their running game and keep them from getting behind you once again?
Yeah, I think anytime you come on the road in the NFL, I think it's important for the defense to step up, just make plays. I thought we did that for the most part. Obviously, I want to say it was maybe the last series of the second half, maybe. Thought we kind of, obviously that third and long, can't have those kind of plays. But other than that, I thought we played pretty decent.
Tyrann, you were pretty upset on the sideline. Is that just your competitiveness that was just showing on the field?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's high expectations. I feel like, obviously we could be a championship defense. We've been to the championship the last 2 years, and I think it's after a while you have to play a certain way. Obviously, anytime it's third and long, you got to get out the football field.
Specifically, Tyrann, what were you upset about? Was it play call? Was it effort? Was it guys not being?
Well, it was third and long. I think it doesn't matter what play the coach calls. I think as players you have to execute, and obviously you have to have formation recognition. You just have to be sense of urgency. I felt like that was a play that the whole defense took off. If that makes sense. But obviously, coach is going to call a game, and as players, we have to make it right.
I mean, you guys had the personnel changes, obviously, but it looked like you were blitzing a little bit more, like more concerted effort to get pressure. Is that true, and is that something you think you guys would have done regardless of the personnel changes?
Yeah, well, I think our defense is really built to be aggressive. Obviously, we could play two shell, and we could play different variations of cover two. I think that's what we're best at as far as our secondary goes. But I think anytime you can, get 6-7 man pressures, you can really set your defensive line up to really be hungry, have fun. It's just on the outside, obviously we got to make plays and cover. I thought Fenton did a great job today, really stepping up. Thought Wine played well. So it's one of those games you want to keep building off.
And then are you able to, and nothing, I'm not saying anything bad about the guy who didn't start today, but are you able to play differently or concentrate on different things with Juan as opposed to Daniel?
Well, I think our scheme is our scheme, so I don't necessarily think if it's Dan or Juan. I think our defense is built for 11 guys to be on the same page, and I think when we do that, like I said, I think we can play championship defense.
Even how the season's gone so far, how much did you feel like you guys needed a sense of winning and winning with obviously execution at a high level on both sides of the ball? It's something that really hasn't happened until today.
Yeah, I think what is it, week 6? After a while, you have to have a sense of urgency. It's not about anything outside of our locker room. So as long as we could kind of play with that attitude, play with that energy, we could kind of handle the lows and the highs of a game. The sudden changes. As long as you have that attitude, that spirit, doesn't really matter. What situation you in, defensively or offensively.
You mentioned that this can be a championship defense, and obviously with your sideline emotional outbursts. How do you think your teammates responded to you, and do you think they played a championship caliber the rest of the game?
I mean, they love it when I go crazy. I don't know why, but they love it. My coaches like it. But I mean, obviously, as a player, you try to grow in this league, and you try to continue to get better and keep a big picture perspective. But obviously, I felt like we put in a lot of good work this week, and I thought the goal was to hold those guys to 10 points or under. So I think anytime you don't reach your goals, it kind of pissed me off a little bit. But
what did Spagnolo say to you there on the sideline at that point?
Oh, he don't really, tell me anything. I think me and him, we got a great relationship. I think he knows me, and he knows I'm never mad at my teammates or him. It's more so, more sort of expectations. I want us to play how we practice. You know what I mean?
Quick question. When you look at, as you mentioned, the scheme is the scheme. This is, the first year when you all came in, new coordinator, new players, everybody trying to get this scheme locked down. But you're 3 years in. You talked about championship defense. Outside of this game, you all towards the bottom of the league in total defense. Why is this defense not as good as it should be?
Well, I think mostly it's execution. I think that really falls on the players. We're pretty much running the same things we've ran, the last couple years. And, it's all about execution. I think defensively you have to stay hungry. you can't expect anybody to give you anything or put you in a great situation. And I thought we took the field today with that attitude, not necessarily worrying about what the offense did, what the media was saying. We really just took the field like, all 11, 12 of us, 13 of us that play, we're going to stick together, no matter what.
Tyrann, two young guys, Warden and Dana, they had the turnovers today. Just what about their tenacity has sort of helped them get better this season, and how much do you guys need that sort of energy from younger, less experienced players moving forward?
Definitely, man. I think the players that's second or third on the depth chart, when those guys can play fast and play hard, I think it sparks the starters. Sometimes, just speaking to those two guys, probably two of the most professional young guys I've ever been around. Come to work every day, handle their business. So it's good to see young guys like that, have success, succeed, because it could carry them a long way, throughout their career.
Tyrann, one of you guys goes as a defense, was to get off the field on third down. You guys were able to hold Washington to 7 to 14. Talk about you guys getting off the field on third down.
I really thought it should have been 5 for 14. Obviously, they had a couple third and shorts that's in this league it's easily manageable. When it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3. But anytime it gets 3rd and 5 or more, I think it falls on the secondary to handle it. I thought it was probably 2 of those instances where we could have been off the field a little bit earlier, and it probably would have saved us some points.
Frank Clark got it, he looked real good today, getting pressure. This is, I think, probably his 3rd game coming as the season playing. How's he been looking to you, especially today?
Yeah, he's heating up, man. Frank has dealt with a lot of different emotions, and to see him still into it, to see him still buying in, to the coaching and everything that's going on, you could tell that he's more focused than ever. And I think, he's somebody that we're going to need, going forward. So, I thought he played well today. Probably not as well as he wanted to, but if he could keep stacking them, obviously stay healthy, he's going to be a big reason why we can get back to, the kind of defense, I think we could be.
Okay, thanks, Tyrann. Appreciate it.
Thank you.